Now we're going to move on to Photo Merge, which is Adobe Photoshop's way of doing a panorama, and it's relatively successful. In fact, it's rather good if you've, again, got the basic rules right in the first place, and especially if you're knocking the images out through Photomatics Pro before you start to do the Photo Merge option. So many photos. Anyway, I'm just going to select my 4 images, go to Tools, down to Photoshop, and go to Photo Merge. This will launch Photoshop automatically if it's not already launched, and you want to choose Auto, and you want to tick these 3 boxes here: blend images together, vignette removal, and geometric distortion correction. There's the 4 images that we're going to work with, and then you click OK and let it do its thing. Once again, this is one of these sort of processes that takes a bit of time. This is another chance to go and wash the windows, do more ironing, darn the socks, whatever you need to do, and let Photoshop take care of it and come back in a few minutes. I'm going to stop the video tutorial just now, and I'll pick up with you once it's done its magic. Okay, welcome back. Photoshop has done its job in doing the photo merge panorama, and what we need to do now is basically sort the image out. Now at this point with photo merge, we've actually got all of these elements as separate layers building up the image. So you might as well take the opportunity to do File Save As, get it into a Photoshop document, keep the layers and keep the ProPhoto RGB and get it basically saved. So I'm just going to call this one Brigadoon Photo Merge, and then save it to the desktop. That way you can come back and fine tune the layer masks or whatever you want to do if for some reason there's little glitches within it. Job now is to flatten the layers together. So we want to right click on them and merge the layers. We don't want to do flatten image because we don't want a white border as yet. We'll just keep it as one floating layer overall, and I'll probably actually crop it as well. Take the opportunity. So go into the crop tool, freeform crop, and I'm going to just go below the cloud as before, bring it down to the edge of the bridge, let the crop do its magic. And I've got the opportunity actually with this version, because I had the vignetting removal ticked on, it's actually made not a bad job. But to keep things kind of similar, I'm just basically going to crop it in just above that tiny little cloud there, and making sure I'm getting as much of the image in as possible, which I am. Commit the command and get the thing cropped up like so. Quite happy with that, and at this point we can then do a layer flatten image. It wouldn't have done any harm to do layer flatten image previously, but it just gave me a little bit of flexibility. So once things get flattened down, we'll have a smaller file size to actually deal with. There we go, and then I'm going to do File, Save As, there we go, and we're going to save it as a TIFF at this point. Could save it as a PSD, but the reason we're saving it as a TIFF is because I want to retain as much information as possible, and I still want the ability to open up an Adobe Camera Raw. So it's going to get saved as a TIFF, and we shall pop it directly into the folder for the Brigadoon panorama, and there's the panos folder. We'll click save to that. No compression, pixel order, we'll just leave it interleaved, and we'll just go for IBM PC. It doesn't really matter which order the byte order's in.